Um, like I said, Sunday shenanigans, right? So I'm chilling, minding my business, you know. But there's a lot of things going on, and I haven't made videos because I'm kind of like blah. But real talk, there's some things that I saw that I wanted to talk about. First and foremost, I saw the situation with Tank Dell getting shot. Um, and the draft just happened, right after the draft, rather. And they say it time and time again for you younger cats, man. Um, if you got to be careful, man. No, sometimes you want to hang out, you want to be around folks, but it's not necessarily a racial thing per se. It's just a young thing. Too many of you young folks are in the mix or want to be around whatever's going down. And honestly, it ain't worth it. Like it really ain't worth it. Like at the end of the day, what you going what are you gonna gain from it? Absolutely nothing. Like you gonna get hurt. People not gonna care that something happened to you, and you just wanted to go out and have a good time. So is it really worth it? I doubt it. I sincerely doubt it. So that's the first issue, right? Because life is interesting. Let's just say that. But the second thing, I hate saying this stuff, man. Uh, some of y'all are too invested trying to live your best life. You know, and what I mean is, at some point you're gonna figure out, dog. Like, fun ain't worth a lifetime of regret. Fun ain't worth it at all. So, and it's not, just not a thing when I'm talking about partying, because you've seen, in the last few months, last few years, people have these, let's just say pregnancies, baby mama scared, blah blah blah, relationship situations where you saw a few young ladies get killed and chopped up because they met a guy, you know, and he decided to take her life or whatever, right? And some of y'all are lonely, some of y'all just want to kick it, some of y'all just want to get out the house, but these people don't have your best interest at heart. So stop treating fun like nothing can happen. Like it's just like, oh, I'm just going out to have a good time. You gotta look at the world as an enemy. You gotta look at the people in the world as an enemy. That's just real talk. So at the end of the day, you gotta treat people as such. Like you gotta treat people in a way that goes, listen, I'm gonna watch out for myself because I don't know you like that. You know, some of you ladies out here, y'all trying to, have a good day or good date rather, and get some free stuff, and people are playing y'all because of the free stuff y'all want, and they're using your greed against you, and you winding up jammed up. That's just the reality of it, right? So that's a whole nother thing. Now, what I'm about to say, well, good people, we're gonna have a discussion on, you know, the red pill relationship dynamic, and why I say it's Sunday shenanigans is because ultimately, a lot of y'all really ain't shouldn't even be talking about relationships because a lot of y'all are grifting, so y'all really ain't really in relationships, so y'all don't even, so it's all a game that people are playing, and also a lot of y'all ain't finna be honest. You're not, you guys ain't finna say, you've been tricking, you've been simping, you ladies ain't gonna say that you've been prostituting yourselves. You know, people are just gonna say some ideal thing to make it look good, but you're not gonna admit like, yeah, I approached this in a suspect way, in a disingenuous way, or dishonest way, or a selfish way. So at the end of the day, I got what I wanted, and they got what they wanted, and both of us probably got burned in some issue or some instance along the way. So, fair exchange ain't no robbery, right? But it is a robbery nowadays because people soft. So that's a whole nother thing. Um, when it comes to like I said, the shenanigans, like I saw YouTube with I guess it was Abba and Preach with the Jubilee thing, and I'm gonna say this, it's just not about Abba and Preach. This is not, but it's not even about Jubilee really. But if you're gonna allow, say people can use content, you get what I'm saying? If I could use if I could use a clip, if you can post a clip or post something, and I could use that as a clip for something, then on the back end you mess it. You're like, hey man, we're gonna get rid of your channel. It's like, well, what are we doing? Because unfortunately, people are not being honest, as I'm saying initially. Um, People are getting content and ideas from content from different places, anyways. So if somebody has a topic and you do it, and then somebody does a commentary about that, you shouldn't try to shut somebody down for that. But I'm gonna get back to the other topics. And the reason I'm talking about that just now because I make content with clips, and every now and then it's an issue. But let's get back to the shenanigans. Um, this internet beefing, just for the record, folks, you know, content creators beefing with each other, or people, calling in, to people's shows talking crazy, or StreamYard, group people talking crazy. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna say this. Um, all this aggression over the internet is because it's over the internet. All of this, like I'm gonna hurt you over the internet, or I'm gonna talk crazy to you, I'm gonna disrespect you over the internet. People are doing that for views and attention and likes, but I can guarantee you, they ain't gonna do nothing in real life. So it might be entertaining to some people, like, oh, they said this and they said this, and now this person went at that person, this person went at that person. Truth be told, they ain't really with it like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's for sure, because some people have opportunities to meet up and really get active. They ain't gonna do it. Other people are messing with people and picking at people from afar because they know they hoping, like, I hope I never see that person in real life, because if I do, they gonna pull out the phone like you recorded. And the reason I'm saying what I'm saying right now about this particular thing is this: if you start in conflict with people and confrontations with people, and you think if y'all meet up, you're gonna pick up a phone and it's going, oh, I got the phone. No, you might get stumped out with your phone in your hand. I'm just being honest. Um, it is what it is. So that's my 2 cents about, like, all the internet aggression, because it's just internet aggression. It ain't real. You know what I'm saying? It's not. You know. The other thing, since I'm getting into that, in the entertainment aspect and entertainment factor, whatever. A lot of people gravitate to BS. A lot of people gravitate to BS, man. Just I want drama, I want shenanigans, I want BS. And I'm not talking about content creators. I'm talking about people who watch content. They want drama. Grown men addicted to drama like little girls for entertainment. Grown women addicted to drama like little teenage girls wanting attention. And sometimes the content you want and the drama you want spills into your real life, because some of y'all, and we've talked about it before, where some of y'all ask too many questions. You know, I want solutions, I want this, I want that. And the truth is, no, you don't. No, you don't, because you can Google solutions. You can find other videos with solutions. You can find other content creators that give you solutions. Truth is, a lot of folks don't want the BS in on the internet and in their lives to stop. They don't want that. They don't want that. Look, when it comes to all the relationship issues, right? It's a way to end all that. Real talk. But do people want to end it? No. Because truth be told, people are just trying to get over on other people. That's what that is. Let me give this person a sob story. Let me give that person a sob story. This is BS. This is BS. But that's a whole other story. Um, Same thing when I say like content. And since the shenanigans, I'm gonna be on some shenanigans when I say this. Some of you folks who watch videos and watch people's videos, um, y'all might want to smarten up. Like, cause it's too many dumb people watching people's content, and just because you should have been in special education and you process information like an idiot, that does not mean you should comment that stuff and think that it's smart. Because if a topic says one thing, right, and you pick out a half of a sentence on one thing and then write something in the comment section like it's about something completely different, that's because you slow. You stupid, you know? And we don't want to admit, but society got a lot of stupid people who can, can't process information. So, like I said a minute ago about solutions, some people do not want solutions because they can't process information, you know. But it is what it is. Now, moving past that, how can I? I don't even know how I'm gonna say what I'm about to say. I'm trying not to cuss as much. Let's just say that. um, do do a lot of people realize what's going on in American society? America at this particular point, if is not built for you to be slacking. And you know, people talk about the boomers being trash. I get it. I'm in Gen X. We kind of forgotten. Whatever. Millennials, zillennials. I'm finna tell y'all the truth, man. Um, America has always been about money, but is trying to freeze people out. That's what the so if y'all don't figure this out at a young age, or if you grown and you ain't figured this out yet, you're gonna have issues on your hands. Because America is really about to, separate people. But I talked to a few of the brothers online, and I keep forgetting the name of that movie with Justin Timberlake, Out of Time or something like that. But basically, part of the movie was the country was segregated by what's happening, but the country was segregated by class. You know what I'm saying? So the rich people was over here, and if you wasn't rich, you couldn't even get over there. So I'm saying that to say this: a lot of y'all not realizing that you need to take a good look at your city and how your city is being set up right now, because you gonna have people downtown, people to the suburbs, from downtown to the suburbs, and you gonna have these enclaves. You gonna have these enclaves out here that the people who got money ain't gonna never have to be around people who don't have money. You get what I'm saying? So people who are poor, and even some people who are middle class, gonna be stuck. They trying to price the vast majority of America into a little bubble and just basically let people just fight it out. You know, Yep, I feel you on that, Tom. So they trying to price everybody out. You I live in Texas. You feel me? But you gotta like if you don't know, I grew up. What's happening? I grew up New Orleans, Chicago, DMV, and now Texas. I know people. I remember when people was leaving Chicago to go to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I remember now people leaving California to come to Texas. I'm finna tell y'all what's about to go on. That's why I say this is shenanigans. Think about California, right? New York, gas, $6 a gallon, $7 a gallon. Who can afford to live there like that? With state taxes. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta think to yourself like, yo, what are we doing? What's going on? People can't afford to live there. So let me move to another state. Here's the issue. When so many people leave a state and the prices go back down and y'all try to go back, it's over. It's over. Um, the reason why I'm talking about that is because the other thing, people got immigration, right? And you're watching them. We're at a point where you can watch Americans watch people who aren't Americans come to this country and immediately get benefits that Americans can't get. And you start looking like, what the fuck going on? And the issue becomes, wait a minute. If I'm working and I'm paying my taxes and I'm getting overcharged for everything, you mean to tell me all I gotta do is just come here illegally and y'all gonna give me a leg up? Oh, interesting. Interesting. And what you're seeing is immigrants, whether they're legal or illegal, they really just spending money. Truth be told, they really just spending money. Like they coming here, they coming from wherever they coming from, and the government is subsidizing them. And at first they balling out. They buying cars, clothes, drugs. That's what they doing. They taking care of it. They take they people are clicked up as a family, but they're just kicking it. They're enjoying the fruits of America, while other Americans are watching like, oh, there goes the neighborhood. So the it's a reason why I'm talking about this. So what you wind up finding out is this: at the end of the day, there ain't gonna be no more cheap labor in this country. There's just gonna be labor. And you know, we talked about in the Black Manosphere a while ago. Shout out to BGS for talking about automation a lot. You're starting to see, people get fired, people lose jobs, companies not hired. You're starting to see businesses close. So I was talking to Solo a few days ago. I said, think think about the inflation with this. They saying movies are making hundreds of millions of dollars. They either flop or they make hundreds of millions of dollars. You know, and nobody asked the question like, how is that happening? It's like, bro, if you ever go to the movies nowadays, you find out that if you buy one ticket, that's basically you buying 3, 4 tickets, depending on what city you're in. So, they made it luxury seating, bars, what do you call that? Bars, restaurants, slash. So now, you know, it might be $40 for a couple of tickets, $50 for a couple of tickets, when it used to be $5 or $10. Getting back to what I was trying to say about pricing people out. So if you can't afford to do stuff like that, you're not gonna go to the movies, right? But if you go to the movies, you gonna have a lot of space on your hand because ain't hardly nobody gonna be there. It, it- you know, so that's where the problems begin. So this brings the issues that I'm about to bring up. What happens when people don't have money in America? People feel insecure. People get angry. People get upset. People they'll do things that are illegal or immoral or unethical, right? And America has been one of the places that allows all of that stuff for the love of money. So what's tomorrow's Monday? Because I'm doing this Sunday shenanigans, right? I'm doing this on a Sunday. What's gonna happen tomorrow? Y'all gonna go to work and y'all gonna get a bunch of little scam likely calls. What's happening? What's happening, Moss? The you. Y'all gonna get a bunch of scam likely calls. Y'all gonna get a bunch of people trying to get your information to get something from you or try to steal something from you. You know, you get a bunch of scamming going on every day from everywhere. You know, oh, we'll get to that, Pan Afro. Um, but we're at a point where, you know, and for y'all who don't know this, what's happening, Terrell? For y'all who don't know this, a lot of old people, you say some old baby boomers, maybe some of the silent generation that's still alive, you know, like the guy that killed the older sister on that BS, they get a lot of calls from a lot of scammers and they wind up giving these people their information and these people wipe their accounts out. So why is that important? Because we talk about baby boomers having a lot of wealth, but here's the issue. Y'all assume that baby boomers gonna share the wealth when they die. They're not. A lot of them not gonna have the wealth when they die. Because these old folks are accustomed to America working a certain way, and you being able to give people sensitive information and them not rob you. And banks are so accustomed to, you know, 65, 70-year-old man or woman say, hey man, these people called me and said X, Y, and Z, and I gave them this, and now I don't have any money in my account. And they go, well, you know, hey, sorry, but you gave them the information and the bank knew it was like it's a scam. Give them, you know, to use that transaction to get the money back from the account that it went to. But no, it's not going to happen. So that's why I said that, you know, some of you scammers gonna wind up getting shot up. It is what it is, you know. Um, but saying all that to say, because America is allowing all of these scams and hustles to go on, you know, for the love of money, everything is fair game. Everything. So that's why, you know, and sometimes it's gonna seem like I'm jumping back and forth, but just bear with me. That's why I say people are on social media grifting because people know, you know, if I could grab your attention doing some BS, hopefully I can make some money. So, so people are willing to lie to you. People are willing to hustle you. People are willing to sell you a dream that's not true in hopes that you'll buy into it. So they can make money off of whatever they're doing, and at the end of the day, you wind up screwed. And now you got this going from business aspect all the way to the relationship aspect. Think about that. You know, you got people posting. What do you call that? People posting that. What is that? Oh, that Walmart is overcharging because, you know, with their products, with their meat weighs. Like if you buy chicken or beef, you know, it's $2 a pound or whatever, right? And you paying for 4 pounds, but the packaging actually 2 pounds. I don't know how real or fake that is because I'm gonna tell you truthfully, I don't buy meat from Walmart. I don't. I, I'm not gonna buy produce and meat from the same place I can get my oil change. I'm just not gonna do it. It is what it is. Um, that's just my mode of thinking. But let's get back to the shenanigans. The reason why this is important, because I'm about to I'm about to get into some other stuff that's involved with this. The reason why this is important, in my opinion, is because if every scam is allowed, everybody's gonna scam in some way, and it's just gonna be a normal thing. So now, when you see these approaches people have towards people, it's scumbag. It's scumbag worthy. So, and the problem with being scumbag worthy is you think there's no consequences. And now we living in a society where people, consequences are looked at as immoral for some odd reason. So it's shenanigans. Now, lay that down, whatever. Let's get into it. What's happening? Man, thanks, Damon, man. When it comes to men and women, let's just go there with this. Let's just admit you don't like we don't like each other, we don't love each other, right? And what's happening is men used to use their money to pay for sex. And now men are like, nah, that's enough. Either I ain't got it or I ain't trying to give it. And the sex ain't that important because if you get on if you if you get on social media, all you're seeing is sex being advertised. Maybe not being sold, but it's being advertised. So from just regular girls in tight clothes walking up and down the street or down the hall or working out, and everybody got every outfit got a butt shot and nobody's wearing panties. You got realtors basically selling sex. You know what I'm saying? Women got products that they sell online, but they selling sex. It's like, bro, the guys are looking like, what am I wasting my time for doing this stuff? Because, you know, women are sexually competing with other women to the point where the price keeps lowering. So now ladies are upset, and it's like, I don't understand why. Because what you need to do is stop, you know, relying on sex. Just being honest. Especially the older you get. Especially the older you get. You in your 40s and 50s relying on sexuality, you're a loser. You're a loser. I'm gonna just be honest with you. Fellas, it's the same thing. You get to your 40s and 50s and you still just sex the first thing on the brain, you're a loser. Because what I was talking about earlier about America pricing everybody out of stuff, it, you can't tell me as a grown man you're gonna risk your own comfort for sex. Just the possibility of sex, not even sex, just the possibility of it. You know what? Because I know guys who are. I, I'll pay my light bill in installments right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I might hit it tonight. The lights gonna be cut off. You know what I'm saying? Let me work overtime because I want to go to the strip club. Say, dog, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And what I'm about to say is gonna hurt some guys' feelings too. It's gonna hurt some women's feelings when I say it the other way. Some of you guys really need to focus on being healthy. Just real talk. Real talk. Some of y'all are too overweight, too out of shape, too, how can I say this? Too horribly groomed. And a nice way to say this. And some of you niggas in this sassy fashion. But y'all fashion is just, it's like kind of suspect. It is what it is. And you worried about sex. Cut it out, dog. Get you right first. Get you right first. Please. Some of you ladies. Y'all worrying about advertising and selling sex, and it's like, yo, can I tell you something? Can I really tell you something? Just because you're sexy That doesn't overlook the fact that you're just a beggar. You're a panhandler. You're no different than people sitting on a corner with a cardboard box with, I need money on it. No different. No different. I, I need to go places. I need to do things. I need to eat here. I need to eat there. No, you broke. What you need to do is get yourself together and stop asking everybody else who are adults to do something for you and acting like they're the problem if they don't do something for you. Grow up. Now, no nice way to say some of the stuff I'm about to say. America don't care about you. Your family, once you grown, may or may not care about you. Your friends may or may not care about you. Okay? Society definitely don't care about you. So, with all that being said, stop giving people your sad story for people to care about you because you don't want to do shit with your life. Okay? Every like, you know, people made that quote back in the day. If everybody threw their problems up in the air and you saw other people's problems, you want to pick yours up. Some of y'all don't really have problems like that. Some of y'all biggest problem is that you addicted to the story of the problem that you got. Oh, I went through this, I went through that, I went through that. It's people who went through way worse than you who've moved forward. So you should move forward too. Why am I saying what I'm saying? Going back to what I said about the economy and the country and these relationships. This is what it gets to. Some of y'all gonna have to realize very soon, if you living in a major city, especially if you're young, you're gonna need a damn roommate. So, so some of y'all better figure it out. If y'all women, you have to roommate with one of your homegirls, whatever. If you want to, if you're a guy, you can roommate one of your homeboys, whatever. But 9 times out of 10, y'all gonna try to roommate or want to roommate with somebody of the opposite sex. So this whole 50-50 thing, y'all better get on it. I'm gonna just be real with you. You better get on it. Cause where I'm at, when people start paying, you know, 1,000, 1,900 for a 1 bedroom, you know, people are renting homes that used to be like, my bad, I got a call or whatever. What I'm trying to say is people are renting these houses that used to be 1,500, right? Now it went to 2,000. Now it's like, now it could be three, all going up to four. So if renting a 1 bedroom could cost you close to $2,000 and renting a house could cost you $3,000 to $4,000, listen, man, you gonna have to get a roommate. You gonna have to get a roommate, fam. And you gonna have to learn to get along with people. Because if you don't, you'll be out here by yourself and everything gonna cost. And guess what? These cars keep going up. The price of these cars keep going up. These car notes keep going up. Insurance keep going up. These people are scamming and lying. All right? You got a good driving record. Well, why the fuck am I paying this high ass insurance then? Well, this is the best rate we got. Wow. So the best rate we got double the rate from 5 years ago for somebody with a clean driving record. Okay. So how much does the car cost? Okay. The average car is like $40,000 now. So imagine it. And I said this to somebody recently, yo. Um, Truth is, you know, for all y'all who like to do Uber and Lyft, not the people who drive, who like to ride in Uber and Lyft, watch they gonna raise the price on y'all ass. Because the price of cars going up, people can't afford these cars, and they ain't selling cars like that. And what's gonna happen is some of these car lots gonna go out of business quick, and they gonna owe a lot. They're gonna be upside down in their bank. And what they gonna do? They're gonna take all that out on the consumers. So at the end of the day, car notes gonna be higher, the car price is gonna be higher, the car insurance gonna be higher. People gonna do Uber, and Uber gonna raise the price. Same way Netflix raised the price, same way Hulu raised the price, same way apartment complexes raise the price, same way renting homes raise the price. Same way the movie theater raise the price, same way the grocery store raise the price. Why am I saying what I'm saying? Because if y'all don't learn to get along with somebody or a couple of people, you ain't gonna make it, dog. You ain't gonna make it. Some of y'all gonna have to give up y'all drug habit or y'all drinking habit. Y'all ain't gonna make it. And I'm gonna tell you something that I know for a fact. Some of you folks out here who are living off of another person doing the heavy lifting, if they not cool with that, you on borrowed time. You on borrowed time. I'm gonna take it a step further. I said I'm old. I'm in my 40s. You know, watch what happened in these next. It's been happening, but from 5 years ago to 5 years forward. So it's 24 from 19 from 2019 to 2029. Y'all better remember how many how many how can I say this properly? How many men gonna be off child support? And y'all better take a good look at Instagram now, and y'all better think about how many times y'all see these grown single mothers. Sometimes they started early, and the kids grown 18, and they in their late 30s or something like that. You know, but early 40s, mid 40s. Y'all better take a good look at social media and look at all the single mothers who got grown kids now really advertising sex. And y'all better think about how that's going to increase in the future. Think about it. Because they've been living off that income. And when their income dies, it's over with. It's over with. Because they don't know, they never replaced it. Some of them going to try to get in a relationship then. Some of them going to try to get married then. Some of them going to try to, have more kids. And people learn that lesson the hard way. You know, some of them going to try to date younger to get a sucker pregnant, like, you've seen on social media. That's going to stop. What I'm about to say, I don't want dudes to take advantage of this because it's messed up. But some of you guys who got your stuff together and y'all single, y'all might be living a Three's Company life. If you're a single man right now and you got a place to stay, you got your own whatever, you know, whether it's townhome, condo, home, whatever, and you single, watch what happens. Watch it. Watch. It's gonna be a couple of hey big heads willing to move in together. Watch. For you guys, for some of you guys who thought y'all had game, you know what I'm saying? But then it could, whoo, I feel you on that. But for you guys who are homosexuals, oh, your reign is about to come to an end, buddy. Oh, it's over. It is over. Over. Even I'm a player. You know what I'm saying? So me and this girl gonna play this guy together. It's no, them days is over. It's over. Now I'm gonna have to take it a step further, but whatever. But y'all gonna have to take for all you folks who are reckless drivers, reckless with y'all, sexual habits, reckless spenders. You might want to rein that in soon. You might want to rein that in soon. Oh, I forgot. Gotta put this in there. I brought up the money and the capitalism part earlier. What I didn't say was, what is it? It's about to be May. Uh, for all y'all who are into cryptocurrency, y'all know about the Bitcoin halving last week, really, like 8 days ago. Some of y'all don't understand this, but basically, in the next few months, maybe 3 to 6 months, maybe by the time football season kick off, y'all gonna see Bitcoin explode. And when Bitcoin explodes, a few months later, y'all gonna see a bunch of other coins explode. And what's gonna happen is all the people who invested in that stuff gonna cash out, and some of them gonna ball out and need to be seen all over the world, and some of them gonna disappear. And what's gonna happen is, because the same thing with the stock market, y'all not people not thinking about it, but when you see people like Jeff Bezos buying a gang of homes in Georgia, when you see is it BlackRock buying homes, it's a few other conglomerates, banks buying homes. Y'all not putting two and two together. Well, people are trying to own the apartment complexes and trying to own the home market, and they're gonna get you both ways because now they made it so difficult for younger people to buy a home that only the rich, not even rich, upper middle class can afford the down payment. Why is this important? Because it's something I'm leaving out, and that I'm going to bring up. A lot of old homes are going to be in existence still, and that's when you see the quote unquote gentrification and this, that, and the third. If you're paying attention in society, you're seeing more white people being more cool racially. You're seeing like the shift. You're seeing more white people openly being like, "Hey, brothers," and you seeing more white people openly like, "F all y'all." You say the conservatives that they got money are like, "F all y'all." The ones who just realize it's about to be a hard knock life for me, I need to use my black brothers. You see the same thing with Asians, Hispanics. You see it. What's happening is the vast majority of the United States of America is financially black. With all the head starts and all the advantages and all the, advantages they gain financially and networking wise, the vast majority of non-black America is financially black. So now you're gonna see something that people probably hadn't seen in a while. You're gonna see, you're gonna see this fake unity. People like me ain't buying it. Probably people from my generation ain't buying it, but you gonna see this fake unity. Because like I said before, the boomers ain't gonna leave as much money as people think to the next generation, to Gen X. Because I hate to break news to y'all, a lot of Gen X are taking care of boomers and millennials. So if y'all looking for a lot of wealth passed down, it ain't gonna get passed down. It ain't. Um, Part of the reason I'm saying is because you're about to see a lot of intermixing racially, uh, age wise, because people are going to be desperate. So people desperate, or eh, because of the desperation, they're going to be more open to doing things that they wouldn't do prior. And you're going to definitely see more interracial dating. You're going to definitely see more, you know, um, I call it pre-Me Too dating. You know, uh, sugar daddy dating or cougar dating. You're gonna see all of that. And ultimately, I hate to say it this way, if ooh, yeah, okay, wow. I was reading a comment. I'll get you on that Pan Afro. What you're about to see in our society is a country who can't handle adversity. Zero. Well, but yeah, but they ain't say about everybody else. I know about that one, VR, but they ain't say everybody else as well. Because I will say this about Black America: you got a reason to be broke. But here's the difference between poor people and middle class people that's black, and even, and I would say middle class people that's white. Black people don't have the access to the amount of debt that white people have. Like white people could have 10, not 10, 6 figures of debt. They can make 6 figures a year and have 6 figures of debt because they're just allowed to put on more debt. Credit cards, loans, and I'm talking outside student loans. You see a lot of people who make money who are upside down as far as they make 100,000, but they owe 120,000 in debt, but at the same time they got a $400,000 house and they just bought a new car. It's like that doesn't exist in Black America like that. You just go broke doing that. So when people have to call that in, you got to think about it. You know, America itself is basically is in the red, and the vast majority of the West is in the red. Europe, Australia. Um, I don't think Russia's in the red, but it's close. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much places that white people are the dominant race of people. The country's in massive debt, pretty much. You know, outside that you can include China, Japan, all these quote unquote first world countries are in debt, and to who? So that's a whole nother thing. But because of all of that, you're gonna start seeing people gravitate to any kind of person who has a situation to get them out of the hole that they're in. Thus, what I meant by more interracial dating, more sugar daddy dating, more cougar dating, because people are not gonna care. Like I just need somebody to care about me enough to get me out of this situation. And this is the world we're gonna be living in. And for you younger folks, I would implore y'all. Um, I don't know how to say this nicely. Um, say I'm in my 40s, right? Like I said, I'm in Gen X. We're not baby boomers. And what I mean is, we gonna be old, but we ain't the nicest people in the world. So do not think you're gonna come up on this generation when it gets old and we're gonna muscle and still it's not gonna end well. It's not gonna end well. But you know what? I've been on here for like 50 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, no. Some more. Some more. For all y'all folks that's not gonna have kids, you know, I ain't got. Yeah, man. You know what, bro? I want you. I want you to win. Believe that. I do. Trickle down economics failed, and what was Reagan in office? Was it 84? I want to say 84. Yeah, 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 yeah. Had to be. Reagan was 84. Bush was 88. Clinton 92 to 2000. Yeah, that failed then. It was over. But for all you folks who don't want to have kids, or for all you Americans that don't want to have kids, you might want to stop complaining about immigration, because because everything's unaffordable. I get it. And you don't want to have kids because it's too expensive. Guess what? They're gonna open the borders to every country to come here heavily, except and it's messed up. I had to say this. Haiti, you're gonna be limited. Africa, you're gonna be limited. They don't want that kind of problem. They don't want the numbers, even though y'all we see the whole FBA, non-FBA thing, where there is some disrespect there. Um, they want to pillage Africa. They don't want Africa to come here. And China's losing on that end. Exactly. Except black country. Exactly. So if you don't have kids, expect more immigrants. Expect more immigration. And also, it's not it's like the best and worst of times at the same time. For all you young folks, like if I was y'all, if I was a teenager with the work ethic I had as a teenager, I probably could make the NFL now because competition is not what it used to be. You know, if I was young and I was rapping like I was rapping back in the day, I probably could, you know, get a quick album deal. For you young folks who y'all got social media and y'all could explode faster, y'all better use it. Y'all better use it, because you're gonna need you're gonna need multiple incomes. If you got a job, you got to keep your job. Don't play this. I don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? I can get another job. No, sooner before later, that's not gonna work well at all. You might want to, write, have a job, do YouTube, do TikTok before they ban it. I doubt they ban it though. But you know, write books, make music, sell art, do a lot of side hustle. You gonna have to. You gonna have to, cause a lot of these major companies gonna go under too. Just like you said earlier about the banks. If banks failing because people can't pay them back. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna see a lot of businesses failing. You're gonna see a lot of businesses leaving places. Like I was talking to my homeboy about that. I said, man, listen, man. I don't know who going to Burger King, but it always look empty to me. I don't know who going to Wendy's anymore because it always look empty to me. But that's just where I'm at. You know, people. I don't know who going to Church's Chicken. I don't see the ones I saw closed out here. KFC. I don't know where that's going, and I don't see people frequenting Walgreens as much anymore. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have issues. With all these financial issues, there's gonna be problems. But let me get out of here, man. I got things to do. I wish y'all a great day. Peace.